Hello and welcome. If it is your first time here, hello again. If you are returning, welcome back. Last episode, Bruton and Flynne had to fight off the future assassins sent by the RI. Flynne gave her mom some of the future medicine that she got. It seems to be working right now. She has vision again. She can see. I don't think that's going to go well, but we'll see what happens with that. Our resident drug dealer was commissioned by the RI to get rid of Flynne and Bruton. He's kind of scared and worried, so that's a good thing for us right now. Hopefully he doesn't go through with it. We got some answers in general about going into the future and the past, but I have a lot more questions because I don't know what's happening. Hopefully we get more answers this episode. 2015. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Why is the world as trash as it is?
Kevlar plates in the door.
Oh, he's an adult.
Run flat tires, electrified door handles. All I need is a quick scribble right here, and we are done.
Why would they need a car like that? Is the world already ruined? Are things getting worse already?
You gonna get religion on us, corbell?
Yeah, sometimes, Tut, man reaches a point, realizes he's got to make a change.
You stop selling cars, how do we get these serviced?
I'm gonna give you a lifetime guarantee, CJ.
I don't trust them. I feel like you just made a deal with the devil.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Are they about to die?
Good?
Is he about to
See how
kill
it
him?
feels. Windows and doors aren't opening either, which is unfortunate.
What?
Locked car, day like today, any idea how hot it can get? When the leadership of an enemy makes mistake of gathering in one place, we drop a bomb on them.
Why is he trying to kill them?
Spray some water on them. Remind them how thirsty they're gonna get. Now, you won't get anywhere in life, Jasper, if you don't have the courage to be cruel now and then.
The boy that was popping off when he was walking away like a loser. Is he gonna like
I'll be back.
hang them?
Just gotta fetch a hammer.
Oh my god! This man is a psychopath. I do not understand what's wrong with him.
Jasper. His wife, Billy Ann, best friends with Flynne Fisher.
This is why small towns suck. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone is always in each other's business, and everything is just close to each other. Sometimes you need some space.
Get Jasper to poke around, find out if anything unusual is happening with the Fishers, and then revisit the matter.
That makes me look weak, don't it?
Does a lion look weak, crouching before it pounces?
I was wondering why you were married to her. I can see it. Both of you are trash human beings. Just down with killing somebody just because.
Trips to the future, dead bodies behind your house, magic medicine.
I hope she's trustworthy and doesn't tell her husband things.
What are you doing?
Gearing up.
You can't print this here. They won't let you.
Who?
Forever Fab at Bruton.
Well,
That's actually
that's
smart.
us now.
You made making never my bosses?
They're not your bosses.
You just said they were.
Can't be your bosses if you own the place, nitwit.
Why are you going to act like you're in charge all of a sudden?
I still don't get what her problem is. She's always like going after her brother. It's starting to semi-annoy me.
We've got to be a team here. You understand that?
Agreed. What's up with your hand?
Side effects of putting weird future tech into your brain and then going into the future. That might be a problem too.
Hang your bike on that. I'll drive you home.
You bought a car?
It's a rental.
Buying the business is smart. Buying a car or leasing a car is kind of dumb. You don't want to be too flashy and put a target on your back.
You want a hand?
You really hurt my feelings.
Put your best foot forward.
Wow.
He's an asshole.
I'm serious,
Such
dude.
a
I'd give an arm and
dick.
a leg for a rig like this.
Oh
You
my
cut me deep.
god. I'm glad you're a part of it, Connor. You seem like a decent person that just got screwed over.
You gonna share what's going on there?
I keep losing control a bit. Just start squeezing without me meaning it to. I told Billy Ann this morning.
Told her what?
Everything.
You got your whole little posse. Billy Ann is the only friend that I got.
When you tell Billy Ann something, you're telling Jasper too.
True. That is her husband.
Look how it works.
Jasper's uncle.
True, ma'am. You messed up. You didn't think that hard. I hope your friend knows how to shut up.
Ash just now asked if I'd ever killed a man.
I was simply reassuring her that you're the right person to find Aelita. There's no shame in what you did. That's why we took you in, protected you, treated you as one of our own.
Who did you kill?
You've never told anyone, have you? What you did to those neoprems.
What are neoprems?
You will never be fully yourself until you embrace that part of your soul.
I don't like this guy.
Marielle Raphael, Assistant Security Manager at the Research Institute. It would seem logical to surmise that you used her iris to gain access to one of the Institute's restricted facilities.
Y'all are afraid of that place, huh?
Let's just say that minimizing our exposure to the RI would be in our collective self-interest.
Does the RI control everything in the world? Again, their name sounds evil and vague.
12 bodies found hanging from crosses on Silkwell Road.
I know who Corbell Pickett is.
Someone from here might have contacted him in the hopes of recruiting him to harm you.
You keep looking for Aelita, and I'll be back in an hour.
This is why your brother was losing his mind. You never know who knows what or who is trying to kill you.
Have they been immunized?
In full compliance with state guidelines.
Is that Aelita? Are they
How old
orphans?
are you, darling?
I'll be 10 in 27 days. Wolf is 8.
Needs a bit of work.
Are they trying to
but not
adopt them?
terrible. We've been called upon by our country to assist with the Reformation. It's our duty to do so.
So, was the state ordering people to like adopt children? Is that what was going on?
They were reclaimed together from the streets. Well, perhaps in that
I'm
case
not
we
going
could...
with that wolf.
Say we wanted to call you by a different name. Wilfred.
I can be Wilfred.
Good boy.
I do not like them. This whole thing feels weird and off.
When was she last here?
It's been years, like you, prior to your father's death. I still haven't forgiven you, you know, both of you, for not attending his funeral.
Ma'am, maybe your children will attend the funeral if they had a better childhood and like y'all. It seems like they didn't. It seemed like you did something to them.
What I suspect you meant to ask is, when was the last time I saw Aelita?
We are annoying.
A month ago. I asked her where she was staying. Where snow last fell in London. Said that if I'd ever bothered to pay the slightest degree of attention, I'd know precisely what she meant.
So you pretty much took these kids in and then pawned them off on the nanny and never actually interacted with them or do any significant parenting. This is why they don't like you.
I lie there trying to solve the riddle of your sister and you. So our standards were simply too high given the particularities of your origin.
What is that supposed to mean, ma'am? Money and education is not all your children need, dick.
Thank you, dear.
Dick.
My pleasure, Mom.
A generic model wouldn't suffice.
But there was something about Aelita.
Say what you mean. I knew I didn't like this woman when I first saw her.
Untainted by any unattractive quirks of personality, you mean?
As I said,
I'm gonna call you Wolfgang.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
This is why they haven't come to visit you, dick.
You go that way, I'll go here. We can link up so you can see what I'm seeing. It's set to full sensory, not just visual and oral.
So humans are just walking around here with like cameras and technology as a part of their bodies? That's crazy.
I mean, it's like I'm part of you? Does that make sense?
I've got a carrot, and I've got a stick, Mr. Pickett. You want the carrot first?
I appreciate you trying to take care of your family, but this is a dumb idea. You're just gonna make things worse.
But I can offer you 200 grand a week just to leave us the alone.
I'm curious about the stick.
The Corps targets rural towns for haptic recruitment. Kids who grew up together offer ready-made small unit cohesion.
That is so sad. I bet they recruit them when they're real young too, so they get to them before they actually have any experience in the world or are able to make better decisions about their lives.
Walked into a bar, saw a guy sitting on a stool, found that I'd beaten him about a half-inch shy of death. I'd never even seen him before, but a sergeant in my unit, he got jumped by that mother when he was 16 years old.
Was it Connor? I feel like it would be him. And I think Burton called him Sergeant before.
That's your best stick?
You feel safe here, Mr. Pickett? That's my stick.
This is dumb. You shouldn't threaten people like that. You should just take them out. He's gonna investigate you and get himself killed.
You're taking too much time. We can't afford it. What about our problems in the here and now?
It appears that Aelita West went to school with Grace Hogarth.
Who's Grace? And is she about to die? I hope not, okay?
I can address it if you like.
No, I will.
Maybe she won't kill her. Maybe they'll just talk and she can help her find Aelita or something.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
There's a clept feel to it. Which specific family remains murky?
I want you to find out for certain. And then I want a body count.
It's the view that nourishes you?
The bees. Their ignorance, I mean. I find it cautionary. All the things that killed them off in the first place.
The bees die? Is that why so many people died? Because the bees were gone? If the bees die, so do we. Which is terrible because there's a lot of colony collapse disorder going on.
We're no different, really. We imagine that the jackpot, with all its horrors, is safely buried in
What's
the
the jack
past.
about? Did they kill the bees? Did y'all make it?
Do you have many friends, Grace?
Some.
Aelita West, does she count as one?
How do you suppose someone in Greens and Lagoons might become aware of our stab research division?
It's not as if I shared anything of substance.
Girl, that was a mistake. You should have just lied. Be like, I knew her in college and I haven't seen her since. I don't think they keep track of you so they wouldn't know.
If you feel compelled to share a secret, then you should dig a grave first.
For who?
For whom?
Oh my God, shut up. Okay, you're literally about to kill me. Please don't correct my grammar too, all right?
How you've left me no choice.
I have to.
Please tell me you're not about to have this lady stunk to death. I really don't want to see her.
Think of the lengths you'd go to protect them.
Don't do anything!
Oh my God. She's insane. That would be a trash way to go. Being stunk to death. Everyone is just trash.
This is home, Jasper. Time to shut off the truck.
I gotta drop something at my uncle's.
What?
Do you know your husband is your husband and he does what he does and his uncle is his uncle?
Find out what this is about.
How am I supposed to do that?
Figure it out. And don't
What
even
did your
think
uncle do
about
to you?
taking any of that, Jasper.
You seem like a nice person around your wife. So is this why Homeland is after him? Because they don't want him competing with actual pharmacies?
I don't know. I suppose I wonder where all the money was coming from.
For that is indeed the million-dollar question. You want one?
No, I wouldn't. All right. Thanks.
Before you accept any cash from someone, always ask what they might want in exchange.
Never take anything from people because they will always want something from you. And sometimes you don't want to give that to them.
What do you want in exchange?
For you to find the answer to that million-dollar question.
People don't give you things for free.
You remember the Mad Dogs? That's the sort of wickedness we're talking about. The more I know, the more I can watch out for the Fishers. They seem like nice folks.
They are.
This is why Flynne said to wait, or at least talk to her first. Everything is worse now.
Where Snow last fell in London.
I mean, Snow could be a person.
Jon Snow. One of
What?
Aelita's intellectual heroes. An English doctor. He discovered how cholera spread.
That's not what I was thinking about. Is that a real person? Oh, this is a corridor. I remember this.
Someone got here before us. We have one of those back at home.
The exact same.
Yeah. Ours is broken too.
What does that mean? Is there some kind of relationship between Aelita and Burton's family? What the heck? Who are these people? And what happened? Oh, they took that. Oh, Jesus. Again, no one needs to see an eye removal. Who killed them and why?
Peripherals. Abandoned for days without a nutrient bath. Ash and Ossian should be able to trace the connections back to their operators.
Oh my god. How does Aelita know her? Did she know all along that it was the sister? I still think that she has something to do with like the future and trying to save the world. She's so involved. She has to have something to do with Aelita.
What is it?
It's an implant. She must have removed it after the attack, so she couldn't be traced.
Oh no. Girl, why would you run straight towards it?
The trauma leaves a mark.
Oh, God. How many times can that happen to her before her actual organs are messed up? Will she have organ damage? Oh, thank the Lord. Oh. Oh no.
She won't stop. You took something.
Okay. Woo! Why am I surprised that she had him killed? Of course she did. She's her. She had to be murder the mother of two. There's so much happening. So it does seem like the boys and Bruton were already friends before they joined the Corps, or at least they were acquaintances. They knew of each other. The tech that they use right now seems like the same tech that Wolf has in the future. I wonder if Bruton's generation of soldiers were like the first ones. They were pretty much the guinea pigs and they were being experimented on, which is why it's so painful for them and apparently messed them up a lot, which I don't put past the Corps to do either. People get experimented on and no one tells them about it all of the time. Or at least it used to be done a lot. Bruton talking to Cordell was a terrible decision. He should have listened to his sister. She was right. Cordell would have been on them anyways, but offering him money and then threatening him puts them in a worse position. He should have just minded his business, kept an eye on him and make sure that he's not doing anything crazy. And if Cordell actually tries to do something, then they can defend themselves. But now Cordell knows that they have money. How? You're poor. That's the first question, which he's already asking. And let's hope that no one else finds out that you have money. And the cop is also onto you. You made the entire situation much worse. We barely know anything about Wolf and Aelita's parents, but I already hate them, especially their mother. They seem like the worst people to be with. They pawn their children off on the nannies probably, okay? And then probably berate them when they did something wrong. Especially Wolf, it seems like he has some kind of disability, I guess. She didn't like him from the beginning, but if he had some issues, she would have definitely hated them. And then you want to be mad that your children don't come visit you. Of course they don't. They don't like you. And they don't have to be around you. I am looking forward to learning more about Wolf and Aelita, like starting now since they were kids to their adulthood. Also, I feel like there's some kind of relationship between Flynne and Aelita. Like she's aware of the family or related to the family in some way. And that's why she chose them to do this with. The black lady is a scary psychopath. She dropped 2 bodies in this episode and didn't care whatsoever. She could have poisoned Grace and let her die. Instead, she had her stung by bees and then smiled and walked away like nothing happened. When it comes to the RI, I think that they started out as a military weapons company in Flynne's time, and that they made the little devices that connects Bruton's military group. So they made that device for the military first and then later release it to the wider populace. And I think that they were trying to create some kind of biological or chemical weapon and accidentally created the Jacobot, and that killed the bees and a lot of humanity with it. And I think the thing that Aelita stole can somehow stop the RI in the past. So the killing of the bees would never happen. Humanity wouldn't be destroyed, all of that jazz. And if we remember from the first episode, the girl is young Aelita. And when she's talking to Wolf, she told them, I'm trying to save their world. So I think that's in reference to the past, to Flynne's time. And the other reason why I think there's some kind of relation, or Aelita picked them for a reason, is that when they were trying to steal the crystal thingy, Aelita told Flynne to use her real eye. So there has to be some kind of connection there. This was a good episode. I am still very invested and very intrigued, but as episode 1 and 2 went, we got some answers, but I have a lot of more questions. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, any theories. I hope you have a good one, and you'll see me later. Bye.